What is up? How's it going? Welcome, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, BLUECREW, and all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to another DL Talk. A little bit of a special here. We're just going to be looking over the crypto commercials from the Super Bowl. A lot of interesting stuff and some Metaverse commercials, which is, pretty closely correlated, right? Cashless society being built right in front of our eyes. All in the Metaverse. Mix, the bullish crypto sniper, work until I moon. Texas crypto whale watchers. What's up, guys? Good to see you. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Much love to everybody. I made it. What's good, crew? Yeah, man. What's up, dude? Work until I moon. Your egg's looking like it's about to hatch. What's up, my man? Good to have some of the little baby green giants in the stream. You guys are amazing. Guys, thanks for the 6 likes, the 5 viewers. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. Hopefully, everybody had a wonderful weekend and enjoyed watching the event of the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, I ended up losing $200 because I was betting on the Bengals to win. They were really close. But there was other agendas that needed to go in. We wanted the Tiger to win, but hell, the Ram ended up coming through. It looks like it's the season of the GOAT. If you guys know what I mean, there was goats and rams in all the commercials that we were seeing. And then even Snoop Dogg himself repping the LA Rams. You know what team he was thinking was going to win, right? Picking at my egg from the inside. What's up? D. Haviland. But it was a good game to watch. All in all, it was a very entertaining football game in terms of just like the basic entertainment value of watching football. But man, the commercials really came through this year. I mean, the past couple of years were kind of boring commercials. Every once in a while they would do like some homage to an old film and bring an old actor back. They did it in this year's Super Bowl as well. But it was the crypto Super Bowl this year, you guys. If we were in 2018, 2019, people would have been flipping out on how many crypto commercials there were in this, and Metaverse commercials, right? So unbelievable that we just had, the BLUECREW here, especially having the foresight of knowing what's coming and being very aware. And this is how we become aware, right? We expose ourselves or our, awareness, right? It's all about awareness right here, right? So we're just bringing awareness about what's going on in the crypto communities, what's going on with Metaverse, right? And so we're going to be looking over some of these ads. Appreciate everybody tuning in and smashing the likes with the bullishness. We're going to be looking over these ads like old friends from Meta. Meta makes the weirdest commercials, by the way. They make some of the weirdest commercials. They don't have vibes of happiness, in my opinion. It's not a very happy vibe when I'm watching Meta commercials. We'll look at 2 of the Meta commercials that have been released so far. One that was during the Super Bowl. Obviously, the very famous Coinbase commercial. This one was probably one of the best commercials and the simplest. That's how crazy it was, but it was so good at getting the attention of the viewers and getting people to participate with the commercial, right? Yep, Snoop Dogg's down with Gala. He's into the Metaverse. Oh yeah, we gotta pop up the halftime show because there was definitely symbols of Metaverse in the halftime show, believe it or not. So let me load that one up and we'll go through that as well. And I know you guys are like, no, you're probably going to be reaching on this one, man. No, very interesting times ahead, that is for sure, guys. And one of those commercials with Dolly Parton. I mean, so many commercials, guys, that were either about 5G, video games, Metaverse, payments, right? Using the cloud, right? It was a very tech heavy commercial. Oh, the FTX one with Larry David was awesome. That was a really good one as well. We're going to be looking into the Jim Carrey's Cable Guy one as well because it does get a little... Some of these commercials are pretty grim. They give this like aesthetic of happiness and fun and playfulness, but there's like this undertone, this eerie undertone of what they're telling in, underneath the surface, right? So we're going to be looking into some of these commercials in just a quick second. Let me just give you guys updates on what's going on in the markets. Some good activity going on in the past 24 hours. Ion doing some good things. Tornado Cash Shout out to the Blue Crew who discovered IOTX. It looks like you guys are doing pretty well over there. SHX still under 005. Unbelievable value there, I believe. Altura is a Metaverse play and smart NFT play that has some interesting symbolism for its logo, that's for sure. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but, you know, they're definitely getting some activity going on, and under 10 cents might be a good value for a project like that. Dragon Chain, unbelievable value at 7 cents. Juno, $31 for Juno. Shout out to the Juno community, man. We're pretty damn excited about what's going on with Juno there. H-bar having a nice little bump up towards the upside. I picked up some more H-bar the other day under the 23 cent, 22 cent range, somewhere around there. And then Render token looking like a good value right here at around $3. Really excited for the future of Render. And I mean, if you guys are excited about, you know, if you guys speculate on Metaverse or NFTs, you got to be excited about Render, because what Render does for NFT artists, for highly intensive graphic artists, it's tremendous. It's, you know, lowers the render times, right? The less you have to wait for a render, that means the faster you can continue doing your artwork and the faster you can move on to the next project. But anyways, so that's what's going on in the crypto markets. Kind of like a sideways day, you guys. So we're going to be going over and looking over these crypto commercials, and I'm going to try really hard not to get a copyright strike here. So I might have to just go over them image per image. I probably can't play these commercials just because, you know, I might get copyright strike and then, you know, this whole stream is compromised, right? D Stellar 1, 915 XLM. What do you mean? What's going on with 915 XLM? If they were subliminally saying Bengals, a bet on the Rams should have been an easy one. D. Haviland, you're right, man, because they do opposites, right? They like doing things that are opposites, right? Funny thing here, I saw in some guy's YouTube video, he was deciphering the Super Bowl, right? And he was saying how the Rams and Bengals ended up here, and he showed this. He showed a Katy Perry video. The Eye of the Tiger song. And if you look at this, this was made in what? Like, oh, no, this isn't the one. Oh, Swish Swish. This one. This was made in like 2017, right? So this is, I guess this is part of our presentation here. We're jumping on in, guys. So don't worry, we're going to be going over the recent Super Bowl commercials. But this is some interesting like things of how they try to mess with you subliminally, right? So at a stadium, you see Katy Perry here. Of course, this is a basketball game, so you're already saying, "Gee, you're wrong. It's a basketball game. It's not football." How do they foreshadow the Bengals and Rams? Well, see here. Look, here you go. You got the black jerseys, the tigers, right, symbolizing the Bengals, right? A Bengal is a very common form of tiger, right, in this game. And why is Rich Eisen and at a basketball game? Doing a basketball game conference. So there, right there is already a subliminal NFL thing going on here, right? Rich Eisen's he's an NFL like guy. He's not really, I mean, now he's probably in general sports, but he was very much known for being like an analyst for NFL stuff, right? So you keep going in, you got the Tigers and the Bengals, right? So then we keep going on, and here come the goats, right? And what are sheep? Sheep are male goats, or I mean, goats are male sheep, right? So you have the Bengals versus the goats here. You got these refs, and obviously the Rams were the bigger and better team. They had more experience, more veterans. They were stronger, right? So you got the weak Bengals versus the Rams, and yet somehow they end up winning this game, right? The Tigers do, but we should have just been expecting in the world of opposites that that means the Rams were going to win, right? And look at this. Why in a basketball game is Rob Gronkowski, yet another NFL subliminal coming here, putting up a sign, when does football season start? So already seeing tiger, goats, male, which are, you know, Rams are male goats, right? And then football season, being brought up. So in 2017, already subliminally getting you prepared for the Rams versus the Bengals. And then if we continue going on, we go to the first meta commercial, and we'll go into the Super Bowl meta commercial from here. 3 months ago, projecting Rams versus the Bengals with the Tiger and the Buffalo, right? Yes, I get it. A buffalo is not a ram. It's not a sheep. And you guys think I'm really reaching here. But if you understand, in the world of subliminals, it's a freaking horned beast. Head to head right here. Right there next to each other. The head to heads. The Bengal Tiger. And the freaking ram right there. So already another subliminal 3 months ago for us to be prepared for that Super Bowl. Right? For that battle that was going to go on. So then we go to the next meta commercial, and I don't know if you guys have seen this one. This one's called The Tiger and Buffalo, and it's a bunch of hipster, young, new age kids who are in this museum, right? And, you know, some of them are, it looks like some of them are students. They're young, right? You see the tiger and the buffalo, the tiger beating the ram, beating the buffalo. So in the world of opposites, right? Rams beating the Bengals. And hell, everybody loves the word GOAT, right? Greatest of all time. You know, people throwing it around a lot with Tom Brady and whatnot. The GOAT, right? And then you had a commercial from Disney that was all about goats, right? Disney GOAT commercial. We're not going to go into too much in depth with this one, but you know, you had a Disney GOAT commercial here with Aquafina, one of the, you know, puppets of the elite, who did a good job being funny and distracting the viewers. And then while these subliminals are just coming into their brains, right? Disney just owns everything. Oh, look, a horned goat, right? Like a ram, for example. Right there in the left side of this frame, right? Horned goat. So yeah, just goats all over place. Another horned goat right here, right? But yeah, Disney showing that they're like the #1 hub. They're the goats of entertainment. That's what they want to call themselves, right? So in this Tiger versus the Buffalo commercial, it's a really weird commercial. It just has a tone of like the metaverse is tricking these kids. Like, because at the end, they're head to head here. Where are they? And they're saying this is going to be fun. Like they're in on something, right? That these kids who are not even really that much entertained in what they're seeing, they're not like super blown away by the metaverse, but they're doing it anyway, right? It's almost very sexual, like the reactions that these kids are giving, right? And it's so up close and intimate and not really complimentary. Like they don't look like they're entertained big time from what is going on here. And then the tiger and the ram look at each other and they're like, this is going to be fun. And they do this little gaze to each other like they're in on something, like they're tricking the youth, right? And so then we go to the meta, you know, Super Bowl commercial, and check this out. So we're just going to go like kind of image by image here. Already starting out with the checker patterns. If you guys know anything about, you know, what's going on with the, you know, I can't name big, you know, any names that may give me a copyright strike, but if you're red pilled, you know what's going on here with that. And then the common tiers, and then the backwards 33 right here with the 2 E's, common tiers. Right? Stars and lightning bolts. People know what those mean as well. And so it's like this. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have been playing that image. I probably already got copyrighted for that like second that I played right there. And then you guys know what pizza means, right? You guys all know what the pizza symbolism means. I don't need to talk about it. You know what pink and pizza mean, right? This freaking penguin playing a pizza guitar. And you guys know what penguins mean too. Penguins are a good source of the certain thing that the elites really like to get, right? So anyways, this dog was like a lead singer of the band with his friends. He's living the life. They're jamming. They're having great times here, right? By the way, Cryptoholic, shout out to you, man. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the $5 donation. What about virtual poison ivy? Mix, can you share that with me? Do you have the do they have do they have virtual bug spray? Well, yeah. See, D. Haviland, it's not that the future is bright. Is the way that they're trying to, through entertainment, make you bored with your current life and make you think that this life that we live in, the life outside of the digital one, is boring, dangerous, and scary, right? That's ultimately so they want you to keep escaping into the digital realm, right? So yeah, this dog protagonist, he's having a great time. He's having fun with his friends, jamming. This is like his prime, right? Jamming in front of, real people, live concert, right? Good times. And then next thing you know, it starts to be less and less people. Also, space everywhere, right? This obsession with space, right? So it looks like a modern day Chuck E. Cheese with a little space vibe. And then it starts getting less and less. And then the machines stop working because they are machines, these puppets, right? Saturn symbolism here on the left, coming out of nowhere. Of course, as they zoom out, Saturn gets revealed. So then you notice the penguins are done, right? Gosh, man, the penguin symbolism is so freaking on the nodes. It's hilarious. Speaking of, Jim Carrey was in if you guys don't believe he's part of the elite, I don't know if you guys remember Mr. Popper's Penguins, but definitely some symbolism in there. If you guys don't know what the penguin symbolism is, I can't really, say too much about it, but I would highly look into, finding out what payments have to do with penguins have to do with, I don't even know how to use the word, chromadrena. How about that? I'll say it backwards. Chromadrena, right? So he's a big face in this year's Super Bowl commercials, and convenient enough, there was penguins as well. So let's go back. I got to get through all these commercials, guys, so forgive me if I'm not looking through the chat as much this time, but you guys know. All right. So yeah, the penguins are here. Looks like they're dead. They're lifeless, right? They fell to the ground. The other one's lifeless as well. And they carry the dog out, though. The dog is the only one that's not on his side. And you can see he's kind of like in a cross position. His arms are up, right? Sort of like, you know who I'm saying, JC and whatever. So the dog ends up leaving the Saturn restaurant. It's closing forever. Businesses are dying, right? Maybe foreshadowing some Great Depression that may happen, and they even do foreshadow it as the dog leaves the building. They shut down the building. The dog is sold at a pawn shop. He's old news. He's old tech. He's not in demand. And then they give you some gold and silver, fine gold and silver sign right there, right next to the pawn shop. But everybody's looking. Everyone's looking at the dog, right? Nobody notices the subliminals on the side, especially this fine gold and silver one. Then you have all these old technologies. You got record players, you got old TVs, old chandeliers, old instruments, right? They're even saying like music instruments are old, like you might as well play, like, because this is what the dog used to play, right? The dog used to play in a concert with the band, right? You got some Egyptian symbolism there too, because they love throwing some Egyptian symbols in there. The guy gets bought and he's used as like a toy for, miniature golf. Basically kind of showing that the guy's down in the dumps and he has to resort to whatever he can get, right? So he lost his job, his like ideal job as a singer at this restaurant. And now he's got to deal with, something less. And it's just not as fulfilling, right? But all these kids are having fun. He's getting teased. He gets moved from the miniature golf game to this karaoke thing, and he can't even sing. He's used as just a direction. Or as a decoration. He's watching other people singing, having fun, having good times. He's just there to hold the sign. He's watching other people do what he used to love so much, right? And so keep moving forward. I gotta speed this along for sure. But then he ends up getting carried out. You know, he's going to the next thing, and he ends up, you know, we're in the desert now. Hell, even this guy doesn't like looking at him. He leaves. It looks like he got abandoned here. Like, this guy was tired of carrying this thing around in his station wagon, right? So then a truck picks him up instead. And as the truck is going, the truck kind of loses control. There's not really a reason the truck should have lost control. It kind of just like whined over and then like dropped this guy out. And you see he's just like left there for dead. This could be a symbol of a Great Depression, right? Like the grapes of wrath, the desert, deserted, right? Hell, here's a wolf or a coyote looking to feed on him, realizing he's not real. He gets rained on, he's left for dead, and then there's like a glimmer of light, right? Next thing you know, he's about to be crushed. It's at his worst moments. He's about to die. Everything's about to end, right? And then somebody comes in and says, no, wait. So then they use him as a decoration for their space place. Another space symbol in this commercial for MetaQuest 2, right? Space Cafe, Botsworth Space Center, right? All about space. And so this guy is playing the MetaQuest Spacewalk with MetaQuest 2. You could see the sign right here, Spacewalk with MetaQuest 2. Right? And so he's done playing the game. They're closing it. And he sees the dog and he decides to put it on the dog, like kind of as a joke. Like it would be funny to see the dog wearing this. And next thing you know, the dog in the metaverse finds new life. Right? He gets to do all the things that he used to love to do. He's even wearing his pizza like a shirt that he used to wear at that restaurant. Right? He's greeting all these people. He's finding friends. He has life. Now, an inanimate object having life. Seeing people playing sports in the metaverse, cheering for each other, right? People interacting with each other in the metaverse. Oh, look, the store that closed down in the real world is open in the metaverse. And so now he's playing. Everybody's greeting him. Everybody likes him. Ooh, that could be an atom symbol right there. This lady on the left. That could be the atom symbolism right there, or just science or whatnot, whatever you want to call it. But that looks like very blatant atom logo right there. And so then next thing you know, he finds his old friends. He finds the two penguins and the multi-armed pink monster, and they start playing. They start jamming out. Hell, those things are playing the metaverse too. Right? And then the Cometeers are back together and they're jamming. They're playing music again. Who needs the real world? The real world is so crappy. You could just go into the metaverse and do what you like. This guy's working at a pit stop in Roswell. Aliens, right? Makes sense. He's accepted in Roswell, so that's why he's working at a pit stop. These penguins are being used for Christmas decorations and whatnot, so Christmas subliminals here. Maybe something going down around Christmas. Maybe the full transition to the metaverse. Because you got to think, as this year does go along, there's going to be more and more selling points for using the metaverse. And there's going to probably be more reasons to, right? They'll do more global catalytic events that just keep forcing us onto these screens. Hell, pushing to the point where we attach the screens to our freaking eyeballs, right? Where it's just so unbearable to see the world around us that, you know what, let's just go hang out in the metaverse with each other, right? So probably by Christmas time, these products or more metaverse products are going to probably be very, very popular. More video games, right? So they're jamming out. He's playing his drums. And look at them all together. All of them wearing the masks. You're not seeing them actually play instruments. You're not seeing them actually play anything. But in the metaverse, they're playing. But this is the stark reality, right? This is what the real reality is everyone's eyes covered. So funny. We have so many reasons to cover our mouths with the masks. We got awesome earphones. Everybody loves wearing those little earbuds in their ear. And now they got you freaking your hands holding something and your eyes like just nowhere to go, right? Old friends, new fun. Get ready, right? It says, I think it says get ready or something. quest is ready, right? So this whole commercial, just like the tiger and the buffalo one from Meta, has an undertone of eeriness to it. It's not really fun. It's not even really funny, right? FUD. Jet Digital, I get it, man. Like, I'm not trying to, by the way, I'm not trying to spread fear here, you guys. I'm not trying to spread fear here. I'm just giving you guys my interpretation. Once again, it's my own analysis. Everybody has their own analysis of what's going on. And I'm not trying to spread fear here. I'm just trying to bring awareness of how these advertisers are telling you multiple messages. It's not just one singular thing, right? Fear porn is fun. I hear you. I hear you. So yeah, the quest, Meta Quest, jump into the Metaverse, right? So then we'll jump into Coinbase ad. This one's very straightforward, but man, this definitely got a lot of attention from a lot of people. So now not only were there just crypto advertisements all over the Super Bowl, so people were subliminally picking up crypto in their minds. A lot of people. I went to a Super Bowl party. I don't know how many people went to a Super Bowl party, but at the Super Bowl party, when this advertisement popped up, for the first 10 seconds, everybody was still talking, right? And then as the QR code on the black screen kept bouncing around, people started pulling out their phones one by one. And then next thing you know, people who felt like they were missing out by seeing other people pulling out their phones pulled out their phones as well. And they all scanned the QR code. And I was even asking, what does the QR code say? What does it say? Right? And I pulled out my phone at this point and I started scanning it. And then somebody goes, Coinbase, right? And mind you, a majority of the people at this party that I was with don't know about crypto too much. They know of the word crypto, but they have no clue about crypto. So literally, you had people who didn't know too much about crypto already halfway there on signing up to Coinbase, right? Like, what a great advertisement to get people on the phone to jump to Coinbase already to potentially purchase a crypto. And hell, 2 people at that party that I was at did purchase crypto through Coinbase at that moment, right? So very effective advertising from Coinbase. Unfortunately, the platform crashed because it was such a popular ad. But everybody after this commercial happened, they were saying that was the smartest commercial I've seen in a bit, right? And think about how much money Coinbase made off of this commercial and how much money they spent on this commercial. They didn't spend any money on this commercial except for probably buying the spot, the commercial spot. But in terms of the production of this commercial, easiest commercial for them to make, right? And yet get millions of viewers to actively participate and go to your website. Very effective, very smart advertisement here from Coinbase, right? So already people not only were watching crypto commercials throughout the Super Bowl, they participated in one, right? And then, of course, drops.coinbase.com, and then it allows you to participate in the drop, right? So that was a really good advertisement for Coinbase right there. Not much subliminals, just get used to participating with your entertainment, right? That's really one of the things is like, now that we've seen this QR code thing bouncing on the screen, you know, we've seen it before in the past too. People would have their QR codes on their YouTube live streams, or sometimes you would see a QR code on a TV presentation, right, that you can scan. So more of this interaction between your phone and the television screen, the entertainment that you're watching, right? And then we go into, you know, I think they had 5 crypto commercials, right? So we already seen the Crypto.com one with Brave and Matt Damon. But it's really funny that all these crypto commercials have that same type of theme of going from the very old perspective, the old days, to the new age, right? And that, you know, don't miss out on this opportunity, right? The FOMO that they're trying to bring in, right? So here's FTX's one, and they're rolling the wheel, right? The invention of the wheel changed the lives of man, right? And they're assuming the invention of crypto is going to change the lives of man, right? A lot of these ringed circles, by the way, we've been seeing a lot of circles and ring symbolism, especially golden rings, right? Like the ones Larry David has on his head here. Oh, let me go back. There we go. All right. Trying not to get copyrighted here. But yeah, gold circles on his head up here for his crown for Larry David. right? But everybody's just looking at Larry David. Nobody's really paying attention to any of these other smaller details, right? Because Larry David's such a funny guy, right? What's the story of this, right? What's he saying, right? So it's him saying that, nah, those aren't going to work. Let the slaves keep pulling these big monuments by hand or using cows and bulls and things like that to pull it. And the guy's like, here, I invented a wheel. Don't you think? What do you think? And he's like, it's not going to work, right? Then we go to the next situation. Once again, a circle above the table here. Golden circle, right? Larry David getting approached. Looks like it's around the, kind of St. Francis era or something like that. And he's saying, hey, look, we can use a fork. And the guy's like, we already got hands. So, like, come on. That's not going to work. So all these inventions that Larry David's character is getting past, advertised to as time goes on, and all these essential moments in human history and discoveries, right? You got a jester over here on the left, by the way. I don't know what that could mean, the symbolism of the jester there, all by his lonesome. It looks like I forgot what this part was about here, but yeah, Congress signing, right? Him standing up to that. Right? I'm sure all these have to do be really big in terms of the history of money as well, right? All these dates and eras that he's showing up in have to probably do something critical with the transition of money as well, right? Because that's what FTX is. That it's a crypto commercial, so that's what you want to be advertising for, right? So the invention of the light bulb right here, it's not going to work. Right? That's what he says. Oh, so funny, Larry David. Haha. More circles, right? Right behind his head. See, when you start seeing the repetition of these symbols, there's something more to it, right? And if you look at what that symbol is, especially the one that's right above his head right here, and the one that he did have on his head earlier in the clip, right? That is the alchemical symbol for gold. Hell, he's even blatantly wearing a gold crown, right? And so then we go to this era. Oh, where is it? Right there, right? More of the alchemical symbols for gold right around his head there. The future is portable music. What a stupid idea. And as he's actually using the portable music right there. Batteries. And then FTX, he's getting advertised to FTX. And he's like, nah, it's not gonna work. I have a thing, I kind of get these things. Trust me, it's not gonna work, right? Don't be like Larry. So telling you, hey man, don't be somebody who's not invested in crypto, which is, it's a smart way of advertising for a crypto-based company. The title of the freaking video is called "Don't Miss Out." And there's a peacock right there in the background. I don't know if you guys understand the peacock symbolism of what goes on here, but, don't miss out on crypto. Literally the subliminals, but still so many people, so many people are missing out on crypto. And they're literally telling you straight up to your face, don't miss out on crypto, right? Now, not every crypto is going to succeed, right? Not every crypto is going to succeed, but definitely there's an opportunity that's being brought and exposed to people, but yet a lot of people are still like Larry, right? Where they're like, what do I really need it for? I got cash, I got my credit cards, I got my debit cards. I don't want to gamble, right? Crypto looks like gambling to me. The next big thing, NFTs, right? Exposing you to NFTs subliminally already. And then we go into the Etoro ad, more space stuff. Right? Pioneers, just like the Crypto.com commercial, right? I wonder if they're wearing a Satoshi bag too. You know what's funny is they're wearing the same suits as what was on the Crypto.com commercial. Look at this. Interesting. Right? So then we get Etoro looking back at Earth right here. They're hanging out on space. More hourglass symbolism, by the way. There's going to be a ton of hourglass symbolism that you see in these commercials. Oh, dang it. I can't be playing these images. My bad, guys. Right here behind the guy on his like antenna, it looks like there's hourglasses there. Oh yeah, it reminds me, I have to pull up this other commercial. There was electrical vehicle commercials, right? And if you look at it, there's two similarities between these. So while we're on this hourglass subject, I don't know if you guys saw the Polestar 2 commercial, right? But once again, big circle within a circle, gold symbolism, alchemical symbol for gold, right? Another big circle. Spoken wheel, another big circle within a circle, circle within a circle. A lot of wheel symbolism, right? We saw that in the Larry David commercial. Right? Airplanes taking flights, natural disasters, being aware of the economy, or, you know, the global the climate change and whatnot, what's going on there, right? Sustainability, being carbon neutral, being a pioneer. And then look at this XRP freaking logo right there at the center of the spoke and wheel, the fire, right? We saw a fire symbol, people running around a fire, right? And right there, subliminally being exposed to maybe some future event where people will see the XRP logo. And it also looks like a hourglass, mind you. So this was on the Superbowl commercial, right? And look at that logo, man. Tell me that does not look like an XRP logo. Right? And then if you go to the BMW commercial, Superbowl commercial, another electric vehicle, right? Tech was definitely having fun today. I don't know if BMW changed their logo layout. I'm not sure. But they definitely got some hourglass stuff going on as well in their logo. Check this out. Look at that. And once again, a circle within a circle. The spoke and the wheel. Right? Alright. So back to it. Back to the Etoro commercial. These astronauts are hanging out. This guy's doing word puzzles. But that could also be looked as a checkerboard pattern. Right? If you guys understand the checkerboard symbolism there. This guy's playing golf off the moon. No one dreams. Stop waiting. Start investing. The tools to take on the market. E-trade. And then, of course, we had the Crypto.com commercial. We've all seen this. But once again, going throughout history. And that there's a new era. Right? History is about to be made. Crypto is going to be the standard. Contactless payments. Right? Digital payments. Satoshi being at the front and center of it. Right? BTC, maybe. So then that was Crypto.com. And then another eToro commercial here. Coming up and everybody talking about crypto. Crypto stocks, where to? Where to start? Right? Already asking a question because maybe a lot of people watching this commercial are asking that same type of question. How do I start in crypto? What a great strip club name, Polestars. Yeah. Right. People flying all over. Crazy stuff. Crypto stocks, where to start? Join the herd. Fly along with everybody, man. Don't be left behind. Imagine a community where millions share ideas, trade stocks, and crypto and beyond. Don't be somebody who's missing out. Look at how much fun it is, right? To the moon. Let's go. Right? And then what commercial is this one for? Forgot. What's this one with the baby commercial? E-Trade? Oh, interesting. I didn't see this one. Yeah, apparently they need the help of some baby who's like... I don't know what's going on in this commercial, to tell you the truth, guys, with E-Trade. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but very interesting. So then we jump over to another Metaverse plant and trying to get, you know, influence the minds of young children. Hey, keep playing video games, even though these kids don't look like they know how to play video games because the way they're holding the controllers. I don't know if that's how you guys hold your controllers when you play video games, but that's certainly not the way that I hold the controller. But hey, not everybody's got to hold it the same way I do, but usually if you're a pretty good gamer or just a gamer, you don't really hold your controllers like that. But so these two kids are home alone. They're playing this football game, right? And then next thing you know, the game comes to them. Splitting the veil, right? The mesh between digital and reality, right? Where's Walter Payton? Walter Payton's like in this where you don't have to look old, right? And you could be a dead figure and still be in the metaverse, still be alive forever in the metaverse, right? All these people are scrounging for a football. They did this type of advertisement a couple of years ago where football players just came in and they just started playing, chasing a football, right? So Peyton Manning, this baby comes in and is going after him, and he's wearing a Reggie White jersey. I doubt, maybe the dad's a big fan of Reggie White or something in the Eagles. But the Eagle gets him. He passes it off to the Bear. Walter Payton, who's a dead football star, but in the metaverse, you're never dead, right? And then they all go back. They get sucked back into the screen, and the parents are like, what is happening after all this chaos ensued? And the grandma's like, whatever, they were just playing football. That's what happened, right? So the blend between metaverse, real world, and digital, just keep getting exposed to it in these commercials. And then look at this. Even Jim Carrey jumping along for the ride, saying humanoids, right? We're going to watch this. So humanoids have long felt the need to escape the rigors of life because life is just so hard, you guys. Life is just terrible. I need to escape into streaming. I need to escape into the metaverse. I need to escape into video games, right? That's the type of stuff they're trying to subtly tell you. But of course, using a comedic actor. It's all fun. It's all hilarious, right? We're just laughing. So humanoids have long felt the need to escape the rigors of life as he's suiting up his tools, right? Because he's got the tools that they need through streaming content, right? Right? And it is only I who possess the necessary skills to fulfill that need, that possess the necessary skills to give you that streaming content and entertainment, right? To escape the rigors of life, right? Pyramid eye symbolism right here on his badge in the red square, right? And then he's under the spotlight. Once again, this is actually very subtle, but the spotlight is in the form of a triangle and his eye right there. The needle, right? Like the jab shot. He's got the needle. He's got the tool to make it happen. My purpose. Foreshadowing, he's going to be coming to the Super Bowl. And then, so this is his Super Bowl commercial. He's knocking on the door. He's paying homage to his, his cable guy stuff. They look through the eye hole, the portal. Right? Talking about, oh, we got streaming content. We got satellite. We don't need cable anymore. Right? How cable is just old tech. Right? He's like, very well. Right? Doing his funny Jim Carrey gags. Notice that the uniform he's wearing here, let me see, is a different uniform than what he showed in the preview there. Right? Once again, another circle within the circle there. And here we go, the Verizon box. My gosh. He's like amazed by it. It's like, what? It's so small. It's so convenient. 5G, right? And then that cable guy was already there. He already provided the service. He was too slow. He wasn't fast enough. So he freaks out, right? These knights are battling, right? I don't even know if I saw this. I couldn't see this commercial with volume. I don't know what he's saying here, but basically he's just like trying to drown it out. He doesn't want to accept the reality, right? Your internet is going ultra. Maybe some ultra UOS symbolism there. Your internet is going ultra. Who knows? Introducing 5G internet for home, you know, just big 5G plugs here. So what have we been seeing the theme of, guys? Digital, electric vehicles, 5G, Metaverse, crypto, right? So then let's keep going on here. Then let me see. I think, yeah, we already did the Polestar and the BMW electric vehicle ones. So then we go to the main event, the Super Bowl halftime show, right? So we jump into the Super Bowl halftime show with the Pepsi logo in the cosmos, by the way, in the stars, in space. And we start going into the grid, the LA grid, right? And then you see Dr. Dre here controlling the grid, controlling the knobs, right? You see the black and white checkered board patterns on the walls in the houses there, right? He's the conductor of the music. He's the controller, right? He's the, what's it called? The composer. And if you look at these buildings, building on a grid, right? Look at the grid, and that underneath these big buildings is the city of LA, I'm assuming, or Compton or something, right? But these big houses above the grid, on top of the grid, right? And if you zoom out, once again, a circle, the power circle, right? And if you look at these houses, a lot of black and white symbolism. Obviously, I don't think it's for because of race issues. I think it's because of, you know, the typical duality symbolism that they like to do here. So the houses are white on the outside, black on the inside here. You got dancers. You got 3 different types of cars, right? You got your different performers here. Maybe this is hinting the metaverse or something, right? By the way, this show is a lot of fun. I'm not going to say, like, guys, once again, I'm not looking into this stuff trying to find fear or anything like that. I am trying to interpret, you know, the multiple messages. But initially, when I was watching this, I was having fun, right? I was having fun listening to old school songs that I grew up with and stuff like that, you know, and just like being like, damn, dude, they were so good. These guys were freaking beasts, right? Once again, Snoop Dogg, even on his blue shirt here, the circle within the circle symbols, right? Wearing gold. A lot of people were wearing gold here. I understand that they're gangsters, right? But, you know, interesting. Like, you'll see Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, and 50 Cent all wearing gold chains, right? And I understand gold chains is a sign of power and, you know, it could be a sign of a lot of things, but... So then he's here in his living room, you know, jamming out. It was a really cool set, all in all. Uh-oh. Okay, I guess I gotta sit through this freaking commercial. Give me a second, you guys. Sorry if you guys gotta watch. Once again, actually, in that commercial, too. Do it for the phones. Like freaking 5G phones. Advertise, you know, some more phone advertisements, right? And oh, dude, what was Kendrick Lamar's, or not Kendrick, Eric, what's his name? Eric Hart or Kevin Hart's commercial? Tap and pay, scan and go, Sam's Club. Wow, how can I forget that commercial? So yeah, Samsung or Sam's Club had an advertisement, and basically where you would just scan with your phone and then walk out, right? Right? More contactless payments. Don't have to wait in line. Be freaking ahead of the game. Invest in crypto. Invest in, you know, electrical vehicles. Use scan and go. Right? So already getting us subliminally ready to be doing scan and go more often. Screw waiting in lines anymore. Right? Just grab your product, scan it, go for it, pay. Interesting what they got going on here with this red wall right next to him. I'm not sure if that's going to... There's green right here, a green wall right next to him on the right, and then red wall here on the left. And it says wavy. Maybe a big red wave is coming. So then, yeah, he goes around Sam's Club. He's like boasting, like, hey, you guys have to wait in line. That's like, you guys are not ahead with the game. I got contactless payments. I know how to use technology. I know how to use my cell phone. I'm very savvy. And then next thing you know, he goes onto this green area, right? Eco-friendly, right? Get ready for the show. Get your popcorn ready. Scan and go. So already just continuing to progress forward in this contactless payments area, right? So back to the Super Bowl. So then Tams and Burgers, right? Eve After Dark. That's pretty cool stuff. Cool little design things here. Oh, shoot. I can't be playing this. I can't be playing it. Sorry, guys. I hope I don't get copyright strike from this, but I probably will. So then you see Dr. Dre, you know, he's doing his thing. He's performing, right? And then you see freaking, you know, 50 Cent jumping on in. Oh, yeah, this is a very strong female message, by the way. It's so funny. It's like these rappers, because they're so popular and like they just got like a cool, I guess, a kindness to them, if you will. Like nobody's giving them crap for like, you know, treating women like objects, right? But yeah, he's wearing a gold chain. He's hanging on upside down. Right? As above, so below symbolism there with him hanging on upside down and then getting right side up again. He's got the checkered pattern on his sleeves, on his like little straps here. There's something going on with black, white, and gray because that's what we saw on the stage here, right? With all the cars. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Black, white, and gray, right? Mary J. Blige starts jumping on in. She's wearing like cheetah pattern boots, it looks like. Silver cheetah pattern. So we have another gold and symbol Super Bowl. Gold and silver symbolism Super Bowl here. Freaking 50 Cent's got his bling on, that's for sure. Oh, man. Was this a Super Bowl commercial with Zach Braff? I don't know that if it really was, but my gosh, man. Come on, just let me skip the ad. There we go. All right. So then Mary J. Blige is dancing, right? She's doing her thing. People are celebrating, right? We got to get to the Eminem part here. So she's representing, it looks like silver. She's wearing a lot of silver-based thing. Her hair is a golden color, though. Right? People in boxes. I don't need to tell you the symbolism with that type of stuff. Hopefully you guys understand. You know, that's just like on a whole... You know what's funny is that you have the city of LA, it looks like. It looks like this is the city of LA or whatever. Underneath this. And what are we seeing? People in boxes. There's big box symbolism here. Right? The cars, the houses we live in. Just stay in your box, right? Oh, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Sorry, guys. Right? Just all these like boxes, right? So then we go from Mary J. Blige's thing to, you know, people coming up from the Dre Day. Maybe D-Day, right? Doomsday. Right? And Kendrick Lamar comes up out of nowhere. And you got all these clones there. All these sheeps. Right? They have gold hair too. And if you look at Kendrick Lamar's chains that he's wearing, he's got the Triskelion on there, you guys. He's got a 3 Triskelion right there in gold. And the X on his left. Or on his right. So you have the X here on your right. You got a Triskelion symbol here on the right. Or on the left. His left. Right? They're all standing like good old soldiers. Like, what the heck is this trying to symbolize here? Why are we having, like, army stuff at a Super Bowl? Mind you. Right? Don't those look like very Nazi-esque too, like pendants there? I don't, maybe somebody here knows what those pendants mean and what they look like. Right? But he's got 3 of them on there. Right? And they're dancing, and then just wait. Wait till you start seeing some of this overhead stuff, right, of what the dancers are doing. Oh, wait. What happened? Okay, maybe I missed something. They come out of their boxes, right? Do we get any overheads here? Yes, we do. Look at this, guys. They make the H bar... Ah! They make the H bar symbol. Look at that. Hedera's logo. And a lot of people like Hedera because of the very powerful connections they have with really big time entities. Look at the logo there. Right? Let's go back. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, no, 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 no. That's not it. There we go. Right? And you know what's funny too is Hedera's council logo. I know a lot of people have seen this type of symbol, especially related with the CV19, right? Very interesting logo for them to choose, by the way, for Hedera, the Hedera Foundation, right? Right, gold is a conductor, right? So they're all wearing black, right? There's a lot of gold. Doing these overhead positions. Somebody said that they do a snowflake and that a snowflake symbol means a lot of things too. And then next thing you know, you pop out and you zoom out and you see all these people sitting in a circle and they're all wearing hoods and their wrists light up. Maybe an Apple Watch or something in the future that you wear around your wrist, or maybe they're saying your cell phone or something, but it all lights up. They all are doing the same thing, and it activates Eminem to come on out. Right? So Eminem starts doing his, you only have one shot, right? You only have one shot at crypto, you guys. You only have one shot, right? Don't miss out, as they said subliminally with the Larry David commercial there, right? So then they're all jamming on here. And then even, is Eminem wearing a gold chain? I don't know if I saw him wearing the gold chain there. Yeah, and then Snoop Dogg's little anchor symbolism that he's wearing there, right? Very similar to what's going on here. Could be reaching on that. There's a lot of logos like that, I understand. I'm not going to say that's a direct thing there. But they're above, they're above us all. We're just on the floor. They're just entertaining themselves. Living bigger lifestyle than all us small people that they're dancing on top of, right? That live in our little boxes. Right? Mary J. Blige comes out with their cowboy hat. It's the Wild West, y'all. Snoop Dogg's got a gold chain on. I mean, I'm not surprised to see gold chains on rappers, you guys. I'm not. But, sometimes you got to... in the Super Bowls, especially in previous history Super Bowls, there's a lot of gold. Black, gold, silver symbolism, right? So that was an epic Super Bowl commercial, or, show. Great entertainment, but definitely a lot of stuff being said. So that was for the whole Super Bowl presentation there, you guys. All about digital. All about digital, right? Electric vehicles, cloud, Metaverse, cryptocurrencies, right? We are progressively more and more going in this direction. And a lot of us here in the Blue Crew and the Green Giants have been seeing this coming for about a few years now, or a handful of years. And hell, maybe people who are older than I am have been seeing it for many more years to come, right? They're not surprised that this is the direction that it's going, right? So let me get back to the chat. Let me catch up with the chat really quick. I'll leave it onto the charts here. Shout out to the Blue Crew for tuning in. Shout out to the Green Giants. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for that little presentation there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, you know, once again, it's all speculation. I'm not saying it's for a fact what it is, but, you know, definitely the whole theme of digitization is very apparent. All right, so let me see. Freemasons and the tribe whose name rhymes with news both worship the horned cherub. Yep. Yosef El Bebe. Yes, sir. We are not bored. We are the Blue Crew. Exactly, Mix. We see, we're outside of this stuff, right? We're outside observers that are able to identify and be aware of what's going on here with their game, right? But not a lot of people are, guys. We like to think that there's a lot of people who are very aware and awake of what's going on. But hell, man, at the Super... Like, I understand you are who you surround yourself with. But a lot of people that I know don't look at life in the way that we're looking at it, right, you know, in this stream, right? A lot of people that I know, at least. I don't know, and a lot of people who are awake to all those symbols, right? And brought awareness to that and the agendas that they push forth using these puppets like a Dr. Dre, like an Eminem, like a Kevin Hart, like a Jim Carrey, like all these celebrities that you've seen, right? That people idolize. Hell, look at the angle of this camera shot. They're looking down on you. They're larger than life. They're bigger than you are, right? Right? But we're aware of this. We're not just like buying into the game like, oh my God, it was just so much fun. And it's like, it's just so great. And I'm signing up for Coinbase and I'm buying crypto. I'm going to sign up for Etoro too and FTX. And I'm going to get an electrical vehicle and stuff. And, you know, like that's all they see. They just see the center point. They don't see things around it, right? I want to get a Quest 2 from Meta. That commercial was so touching, right? Oh, yeah, exactly. It was the X and H bar. You're right. The overhead dance that they do, there was an X in there as well. Right? That looks like an XRP logo. Let's see if we can find it, though, man. It's tough because I'm trying to go, you know, I'm trying to play this like safely here. So I think this is one of the X logos that they showed here. Right? But some people were saying it's a snowflake, and that has a lot of meanings to it as well. Right? And once again, like I said, they look down upon us. They love that we treat them like idols and kings and queens and things like that. And they're just dancing on top of all of us, man. They're just dancing on top of that grid. They control the whole grid. Right? All right, let me keep reading through it. You guys are coming up with some good comments, though. I appreciate it. Much love to all you guys, man. You guys are amazing. Shout out to the Blue Crew, the Green Giants. Thanks to any new subscribers to the channel. More pizza. Yep, a lot of pizza stuff in there, too, man. We know what the pizza stuff... See, there's people who say there's a lot of people that are awake, but yet when they see commercials that are still advertising with, like, you know, children and pizza and things like that, and they say they're awake and they understand what's going on, but yet we still allow this type of crap to be shown on television, right? We still allow the propaganda that's going on through our television screens to happen, right? Still allowing materialism and greed and jealousy and all these vices, you know, to be at the center here on our screens. Let me see what else is going on. Shout out to the Blue Crew. You guys are amazing, man. I want to catch up with the chat here, though, really quick. Man, okay, I'm going to go from Cryptoholics donation because that's where I remember last time. Yeah, Red Pill talk today. Exactly. Sniff, I hear you, man. They're definitely going to the Lake of Fire, no doubt. Oh, there was another commercial about the outer space thing with... can somebody share the link with me for the Ewan McGregor, the guy who plays Obi-Wan Kenobi, he did an advertisement, and he's walking across the stage where they're filming space stuff, showing the hoax that space is, right, with Sniff. Not saying I'm a flat earther, by the way, guys. I'm not saying any of that type of stuff or whatever. But there's some interesting stuff definitely going on there. Hexagram on the pile of Saturn, just like it's on the flag of that nation in the Middle East. Exactly, Sniff. Keeping my eye on the price. I feel this Metaverse thing is a simple money grab. NFT mania is concerning. Do you all have a hardware wallet yet? I do have. I have multiple hardware wallets, man. All my important crypto, XRP, XLM, HBAR, in particular, are on hardware wallets. Funny how politicians in silence have started to change. And that's an interesting point that you're bringing up here, Mix, because hardware wallets are definitely the best way to keep your crypto secure. But there's a lot of people who are having, once again, I'm not too up to date with like hardware wallets. Maybe there are hardware wallets that allow you to stake your assets. But from what I understand, there's not like hardware wallets that can allow you to stake, for example, Atom. So there's a lot of proof of stake algorithms out there that require you to participate in their ecosystems or their platforms and staking to help secure the network, right? And that could be something that screws you over, because since you're staking to get gains, what if something does happen where it shuts it down and you don't own that crypto anymore, right? It just, you didn't have it in a hardware wallet or anything, right? So that's some very interesting stuff for sure. Funny how politicians' silence have started to change laws on accountability. Yep. D. Haviland? Yeah, I need to transfer some more. I'm set. Yep. I think all of the zombie films are predicting those who take the mark, they will seek death and not find it. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's a whole other world, right? Talking about, zombie apocalypse or the black goo, right? There's a lot of talk about the black goo and it symbolizing carbon. And if you look into the carbon's atomic number, it's 6 because it has 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons, right? Oh, yeah. And at the end of that football commercial where the kids are playing, look at here. Look who's... Oh, man, they take it out of this commercial. But in the back of this NFL logo, you guys are just going to have to trust me. It's Justin Jefferson, who's a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings, and he's known for this celebration that he does, called the Gritty. Right? And look at that, 6666, right? And if you add up, if you think this is, oh, that's just a coincidence, you want to know what an even crazier coincidence is? His freaking number 18 is 3 6s added up together. Right? So not only is he throwing it up, and they're like, you guys are going to probably say, gee, that's how they just do to celebrate it. Basketball players do it, when they shoot 3-pointers and stuff like that, right? Yeah, basketball players in the 90s and 80s weren't doing that. And then all of a sudden we get into the 2000s and more of these sports athletes are more iconic and more celebrities, right? They start throwing it up like it's just freaking, they're throwing Happy Meals everywhere or something, right? The evil elites paid for this brain. Oh, of course, man. Of course. That's why the Super Bowl is watched by so many people. It's watched by analyzers who are aware of what the evil elites are trying to do, and they're trying to just like see what the hell the next plan is. What are they subliminally trying to get us exposed to? I don't know if you guys know who EC is, but I talk with him on Berserker's channel a lot, and he actually brought up something interesting. He was saying if there's even a commercial that shows like a Doge or a Shiba dog or something, but let's say it's a McDonald's commercial, that's still subliminals for something related with Shiba or the Doge, right? To be aware of in the future, right? And so we did see a Doge in one of the Super Bowl commercials. I forgot which Super Bowl commercial it was, but we did see a Doge in one of them, right? So maybe meme coins having another run sometime soon. The second breath of meme coins coming. Coinbase paid $14+ million for 60 seconds of a QR code moving on millions of TV screens. Yeah, but they made that money back. That's the crazy thing, Bullish Crypto Sniper. They made the money back. Yeah, right? It's not a bad story of people's reactions. And it did crash for some people. Some people were like, I'm not able to access. I'm not able to access, right? At the party I was at, I was able to get in, right? And then I opted in, right? I was able to get in, but some people were saying it crashed or something or whatever. And I started laughing. I was like, oh, typical Coinbase, man. Typical Coinbase. The LeBron James commercial has a QR code also. Yosef El Bebe, if you can share that link, we'll look over it. I did probably miss out on other commercials that were in the Super Bowl there, guys. Please forgive me. I was just trying to go over the crypto-based ones, but, you know, there's a whole theme here. Metaverse, electric vehicles, climate awareness, right? Tap and go, no use of cash anymore. The blend between the digital world and the real world getting thinner, or the line between the real world and digital world getting thinner and thinner. I was just going to say that they are putting it right in front of the world to see during the Super Bowl. Smart move for mass adoption, though. Exactly. Yeah, what a great strip club name. I hear you. Yep, Sniff, I hear you. Did anyone see thousands of birds falling out of the sky the other day? Man, that looked crazy. Yeah, that is insane, Yosef. I heard about that news. If you don't die in the metaverse, I'll go chill with Tupac, DMX, and Elvis on Meta Island. Exactly. Carrie, I mean, you guys are going to see them alive again in the metaverse. You'll see 3D versions of their likeness, and they'll use their voices from all the information they have of all the videos they've spoken in and make artificial voices for them that sound like them. Carrie has definitely read Ali Aus. Yep, he's definitely read Crowley books, no doubt. That guy's a high-ranking Mason, Carrie, for sure. Religion is the opioid for the masses. The Bible is a hell of a... Yep, exactly. But that's the thing, guys. Religion, in a way... and I'm not trying to... once again, guys, I am not trying to offend anybody here. Anytime you talk about religion, it does offend some people. But religion, in a way, is like the original metaverse. It's the promise of something else beyond this life of struggle that we are in, right? The hope of giving people something else to look forward to other than the, you know, the supposed muck that we are in, right? To not acknowledge the reality, to look forward to the metaverse, to look forward to heaven, right? To not be in the moment, to not realize the reality you're in, or to not want to be in the reality you're in, right? Hence why so many people look forward to heaven, because they're really sick of this reality. They're like, yeah, I'd rather go to heaven. It seems like everything's good over there, right? And that's what they're making it seem with the metaverse, right? It's like, it's crazy how this has been in the, you know, things like this of having fantasies other than the reality that you're freaking in. And craving something else other than the present moment, right? Outside of the present moment. Using your imagination, escaping to your imagination and the metaverse. By the way, guys, I believe in the imagination. You have to have an imagination. Like, I think it's a good thing. I'm not saying the imagination is terrible, but to lie to yourself and saying there's something more beyond what is in front of us. Sure, there's subtext. There's more understanding of what you can interpret of what's in front of you, right? But what is in front of us, I kind of believe what's in front of us, like what's in front of you in this very moment right now, that is the reality that you are in. That is the real world, right? Right? Because that's all you have is the moment, right? No matter what, all you have is right now. So where you are right now and what you do right now, and if you do good things, you can try to make your own heaven here, right? Why look forward to it heaven when you can make heaven here right now, right? And try to do good things. Try to be a good person. Try to influence others to be good. And remember that you could create a good reality here, right? Remember electromagnetic frequencies that cause birds to fall like that? That's crazy. Yep. They're all Masons and tribe members. Hey, man, like George Carlin says, it's a really big club, and you're not in it. I'm never watching a Super Bowl again in my life. I've never watched a Super Bowl. It's been my life. Nice, Squirrely Crypto. You're definitely doing a good job of not being exposed to the subliminals there. Yosef El Bebe, subliminal messages are real. Oh, for sure. If you guys haven't heard of the book Subliminal Seduction, I highly recommend checking out that book. It's a very classic book. A lot of filmmakers use it. A lot of commercial filmmakers use it or use the techniques in that book for subliminals. It's very, everything they do is very intentional, especially when you're spending millions upon millions of dollars on advertising. Right? Everything in that image matters. Long time no speak. Cryptox, what's up, man? How are you doing? Yep, they did. They made up an X with a line through it. You're right. The LeBron commercial says it all. They get paid a lot of money to put things in screenshots on purpose. Yep. That's big in China and Japan. We have store out here in San Francisco. It's cashless and no employees, just a security guard. That's crazy, Yosef. All their music is about everyone else gets canceled for. Yep, exactly. Oh, you're responding to the the stuff in there. Yeah. That I was talking about earlier with the dancers and stuff. Yeah, he's got a bullet as a tooth. Yep, I hear you. Should have had Little Baby perform. As long as we... yeah, sure. As long as we say it's okay, it can happen. So funny. Once he raises his voice, I'm already on the moon waiting for XRP to catch up. 50 was representing vamp life. Yeah, you're right. Yosef, there you go. Like the vampires, dude. Oh my god. You're right. You're right. Yosef, great interpretation there. Him hanging upside down was a representation of vamp life. I get you. And dude, you know what's funny? Snoop Dogg used to be in a movie where he played a vampire called Bones, I think it is. So that's very interesting. There's a black cube in the UN's prayer room. Muslims circle in the square when they walk around that giant cube. Yep. Looks like a phoenix. Oh, yes. Yes, some phoenix symbolism, I'm sure. Hell, there's a new Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts movie that has some phoenix symbolism going on in there now, too. Yeah, why is there a barbershop there? They're all nearly bald. Gold is a conductor and silver is more magnetic. Yep. You missed the X. I hear you, Muleshoe. I see you. I see you. I saw that too, is that when I saw the line through it, I was like, okay, this might be a little bit too much to push, but I did see the X there. That's creepy. That's why I didn't bring it up earlier, but I hear you. That's creepy at the hooded prayers. Look like some... Yep, it is. It is. Dude, the whole Super Bowl itself is a ritual. And we all participate in it more and more. Super Bowl parties used to not really be a thing, but now they become so massive that a lot of people gather together, and it's a great way to expose large groups of people to their agendas, right? And hell, they're aware that people are aware of the agendas, so they'll make fun of them and say it's a very meta commercial, right? Oh my god, that's so funny. They even acknowledge, like, conspiracies and stuff like that. They're so smart. These writers are so genius. Yep, exactly. Squirrely Crypto, you're back. Yep, your global ID, right? Your global ID. I'm so heavy in Adara Hashgraph. I didn't see that. Yep. No, H-bar's for real, dude. H-bar's for real, y'all. There's a lot of heavy symbolism in H-bar. All the different logos that it has. These 3 different logos, and even this one, right? Very, very heavy in the symbolism, especially with Masons, right? right? A lot of people believe H bar is the columns, right? The H is the columns in the Masonic temples. All right, let me keep going down the chat. You guys are amazing, man. You guys are coming up with some really good input and in your own interpretations, which I love. Death Row was the first rap entity in the metaverse. Wow. Yep, the system needs to be broken before we can change it. Exactly. You can't wake up somebody who's pretending to be asleep. Exactly. I don't use tell, live vision, work until I moon. You're the man, dude. That's why you're freaking killing it. And that's why we're all here, early investors into this. So when everybody else is scrapping for our crypto, we're living the good life and we're living in the real world, right? While everybody else is scrapping away because they chose to be asleep, right? They chose not to see the signs. They chose not to believe their eyes, right? They chose to cover their eyes with goggles, with quests, right? They chose that instead. They chose to cover their eyes, ears, mouths, have their hands occupied with these handles. What boggles me is the simple fact that the effing Pentagon released UFO. Yep, they confirm it's definitely out of this world over a year later and no sync. Yep, exactly, man. Dude, they won't give a crap unless they're told to give a crap by a person they believe, you know, a celebrity, a god figure, right? Because that's how they treat these people. That's how they treat these people in positions of power. The powerless, and especially the truly powerless, I believe here the blue crew and the green crew are the ones who are very powerful because they have that inner light, that inner power that lets them see through the BS and learn to be their own leaders and not depend on others to tell them what to do, right? All of the UFO propaganda. Yep, I mean, there was a bunch of UFO propaganda in this series of commercials too. How much does it cost for a Superbowl ad? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe millions of dollars, I assume. I just heard somebody say 14 million, right? Future and past are in our minds. There's no physical future or past, in my opinion. Exactly. How? Tell me, like, how can you jump into the past? You can't. You're here. Right? You can jump into the past from a thought, from imagining the past, trying to remember what you went through. But even when you remember the past, it's your own perspective of that past event. It's not a universally true perspective. It's your own truth. It's your own little perspective. But somebody else who maybe shared that same experience with you may remember it differently, right? So the past and future are not real. The only thing that's real, and it's changing in reality, is the present moment. A BLUECREW football game in the dark is my kind of bowl. Nice. Giant Cube is the Black Diamond Reinhardt bought for $4.5 million, the price of 3 Super Bowl commercials. Remember Hologram Tupac was supposed to perform? Yep. Oh, we're going to probably see Hologram in a future Super Bowl, probably next year's Super Bowl or the year after that. There's definitely going to be some hologram performers, without a doubt. And then maybe after the hologram performers, we start getting into robot performers, like robots that can actually, you know, that look human performing. Supposedly people believe that there's already human-looking robots that are very highly advanced, and that the technology we get exposed to, the layman person gets exposed to, it's tech that is already like 10 years old, right? Or maybe 20 years old, right? Like that we're using old tech. The elites already have access to very, very high-end technology. Yep, exactly. Push resurrection. True, true. Wow, that's crazy. The giant cube? No way. Black Diamond. Pac was into, yep, and I seriously doubt he was, wow. 420,000 years older. Yep. Ledger City, run, quick, see? Yep. I mean, we'll be the early investors and early pioneers in Ledger City while, you know, so we could jump in and out of the metaverse whenever we like, and we're going to know the difference between reality and the metaverse, you know, but not many people. The line is getting thinner and thinner, right? Yep. The military is 20 years ahead. Oh, without a doubt, dude. Without a doubt. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in for this presentation and hanging out with me. And once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. And once again, guys, these are all just my own opinions, my own interpretations, and it's just to create a dialogue. You know, I know some people in the world are really into looking deeper, right, than what is just on the surface, right? Trying to see within the symbolisms, right? The subliminals and whatnot. Right? Giving respect to the art direction, and not just only the actors that are part of these presentations. The actors are the eye candy to distract you, so you're only looking at that, but your mind and your subconscious are picking up everything else around it, right? But anyways, thank you guys so much. Much love to the Blue Crew. Good times ahead, though. You guys know the future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. Thank you, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, and all the communities out there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep the eye of the tiger, y'all. Much love, Blue Crew. Adios.